Sup guys, Architect12 here, and welcome back to another Minecraft snapshot video over 5 days late. I'm sorry about that. I procrastinated, and right now I don't really feel very good. My throat doesn't feel right, my nose hurts, but I just want to get this over with because in a couple days there's going to be another snapshot, so I might as well get this out of the way. And you may be wondering where we are. This is the same way that I generated, that you generate, the dripstone caves. You go to a buffet world and create it with that. But this is for Lush caves. Yeah, Lush caves are in the game now. And it's, I'm gonna take you to see the full extent in a bit, but right now we have this little ravine here. It shows that there's different, like, pools of water. There's clay everywhere, which is probably, we should have known that, because pretty much the only things that the drip leaves could be placed on, that the small drip leaves could be placed on, is clay. And this is where the big drip leaves will be, but unfortunately these still won't generate in survival, unless you create a world like this. But you could still get big drip leaves, because the wandering trader still trades with them, but here we go, this is what it looks like. And we have the moss carpets, we have the azalea, and the flowering azalea. And up here we have an azalea tree. It's unfinished right now because there are no azalea logs. Because if you look at here, it says right. It's okay. Okay, so actually, wait a minute. It's I know one of the blocks said that in the previous snapshot when in a previous snapshot when they first popped up. But it said azalea log replaceable. Basically what that means is that it'll be able to be replaced by azalea logs. Or something. Which proves that there are going to be azalea logs. And these, when they decay, just like last time, they will turn into these things. They'll drop these things. And these things don't grow into azalea trees now. But right here we have some glowberries. And, yep, this is where you're going to find them now. But what is this stuff up here? Now we've noticed that there are now a few texture changes, most notable being to iron, that there have been texture changes to these. And in case you haven't noticed, there are now deep slate, copper, coal, and emerald, even though they don't generate down at that level anymore. They don't generate, yeah, well, actually, I was going to say they don't generate down that level anymore, but they generated it in the first appearance of them. But over here we have a new block. Because in mountain biomes, there can be generating infested stone, which will have silverfish in them when you break it. This didn't work properly down at the deep slate level, because it would still just generate regular infested stone, but now there's infested deep slate. And I'm going to give myself a sword and a pickaxe. Oh, and I didn't even notice this. Oh, I guess the spyglass has been changed back to its has been changed back to an icon and has a bit of a texture change. I don't think this is in the previous snapshot, but this is what it looks like now. So I'm going to go into survival, and I'm going to mine these. Yeah, they get insta-mined. And as you can see, silverfish pop out. There we go. Now I'm going to go back into creative mode. Nope. I'm an idiot. Creative mode. There. No. Tab. Thank you. There we go. And if you didn't notice, there's actually been a new texture change to the deep slate. The top variance has changed again. This is both on the top and the bottom texture. Well, the sides still stayed the same, but I think there's been a slight texture change in cobbled deep slate, which, just like last snapshot, will let you obtain Stone Age if you, for some reason, have not gotten regular stone at that time. I don't know why you would want to venture down that deep that early in the world. You would at least want a sword or something, but we now have cracked deep slate tiles. This is a new thing. And I'm going to get a crafting table. There's been a couple bugs recently with the crafting recipe, because I've been playing survival a lot. Because I love this new deep slate stuff. As you can see, they can generate underwater now. All this stuff can generate underwater. And in here we just have another ravine. And vines will also generate down here as well, but place the crafting table down. I'm gonna go down here, and here we have. Oh, sorry, I just forgot. Okay, we have recipe. Where's the the tiled deep slate should be around here somewhere. The deep slate tiles are right there, and you can do it by smelting. Another thing that you can do by smelting is turning cobbled deep slate into regular deep slate. You no longer need silk touch, just like regular stone. And you can orient it any which way, just like you can with logs. As you can see here, these three are regular deep slate. Now we can see that there are now rooted dirt, that the rooted dirt now generates underneath the azalea trees to show you where everything is. I'm going to go into spectator mode. I have night vision on. And as you can see, that is not what's supposed to happen. What is supposed to happen is this. You'll see the hanging roots. This is supposed to lead you into the lush caves. And as you can see, well, they're pretty lush and quite beautiful, in fact. I saw these back when the first snapshot first came out, so you can't get my genuine reaction anymore. And, oh, there's a dungeon. Oh, speaking of dungeons, apparently there was a bit of a fix in the snapshot that caused dungeons to be unable to generate at the deep slate level. They now can, but they're much rarer. So, and speaking of the deep slate level, let's head down to the deep slate level now. As you can see, the lush caves generate just fine down at the deep slate level. Nothing changes, and they don't shape the caves much. Although one thing I did notice is how pools of lava are back again. Because these things are very rare now in 1.17. I also love how interconnected the caves truly are. It's just a beautiful thing, but one thing they've also been tweaked a bit. I'm not going to be able to show the image of the ore generation tweakings again because I didn't look for it and I was lazy. But one thing that is true is that coal is going to be less likely to generate at the surface. I don't like that. Coal is too important to the beginning. And also, whenever generating next to clay or moss, instead of doing the deep slate, it'll turn into the regular stone variant. And if I could find one, I don't know if fossils can appear in the lush caves biome, but I know that I'm not sure, but it has to do with fossils because at the deep slate level, fossils will now have diamonds instead of coal, and I can't locate one because it's not in the locate structure command. See, look, if I try nope. Locate. It just says fortress. There's no fossil. Oh, and here's a good representation. Oh yeah, look at this. This is beautiful. So I'm gonna go into creative. I'm gonna get some milk. And now this is what you're going to be seeing when you actually go into your world. I don't know how YouTube's compression is going to handle this. As you may have noticed, things are a bit and of course, it didn't generate properly. Some of these hanging berries, they don't generate properly. Because there's grass down here, and there's glow lichen right there. Because there's grass down here, there's also a lot of, it can be lit by lava. So yeah, this looks really cool. The only light sources are gonna be the usual glow lichen, but now we also have the glow berries, which also produce light. Although the glow berries are much stronger than the glow lichen, they're about as strong as a torch. And now we have these we have the spore blossom, which does what it did before, which is to create a bunch of particles, and it looks really cool when enough of them are around here. And there's more hanging roots. There's an azalea tree up top. And as you noticed, I haven't been able to find as many pillar caves, because, oh, well, never mind, there's a pillar right there. Yo, I love it when these things happen, and this actually gives me a good time to talk about something that was added in the previous snapshot, and I know all too well from my playing in survival. These things are not ravines, they're not like truncated ravines, they're called cracks. That is their official name. They're called cracks. And also here's a mine shaft. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at all it. Oh my god, yes. It still amazes me. I'm pretty sure there's a command. I'm gonna try to get the command, /fill. Actually, no, I think 10 would be better. No, that's 20. 10. 10. 10. Okay, destroy. Destroy. Hollow, keep, dish. Okay, so I'm gonna put it to air. Replace deep slate. Okay, what if I go here? Yep. So I'm gonna set the world spawn so I can put this into my chunks. So I'm gonna affect myself with night vision again, because I'm gonna give myself /give at a repeating command block. Always active. Okay, okay, now I'm gonna set world spawn. Alright. Now let's go into Control A, Control C. No, that's not what I do. Whoops. Control A, Control C. Control V. Okay, I'm actually just gonna keep doing this command. Oh wait, actually, what if I do execute at P. Okay, I'm just gonna cancel this. I'm just gonna go and spam this command. We're just gonna go keep spamming the command. And there's some diamonds. We found some diamonds. Oh, whoops. I'm just gonna place some deep slate diamonds. And as you noticed, this is mostly to talk about this because the diamond ore, it's been nerfed again. I hate how much they keep nerfing diamonds. I want to be able to find a bunch of them. I'm a Minecrafter. I live for diamonds. And also, iron ore will now be found at small clumps down here. Also, I don't like how these little lava pools are still found with regular stone down at the deep slate level. I really don't like that. There's a bunch of stuff all over here. Yeah. Because I'm trying to show... Okay, there's a pretty big area. Okay, so I want to go to the absolute bottom of the world. Yeah, we're down to bedrock. Yeah, there's more diamonds. It's only in 2 clusters. Like, we're used to seeing diamond ores in, like, clusters of 8 or so. But that's not gonna be happening anymore, supposedly. It's, okay, So, yeah, it's gonna be very rare to see 4 veins of diamonds now. Like you're usually only gonna see 2 or 3. And they still have reduced exposure to air, just like last time. There's more diamonds. I'm gonna see if this is a 4 vein. So if you've ever watched me play the bridges on Mineplex, if you ever watched me there's some of my older videos at this point, but if you've ever watched any of them, you know what I mean when I say 3 veins and 4 veins. Like, 3 veins are pretty rare. Like, it's rare to see any more than 2 or 3 diamonds in a vein. That is gonna apply to vanilla and regular worlds now. It's not just gonna apply to a mini game on a dead server that I still play on for some reason. And as you can see, there's a ton of redstone. I don't really like this amount of redstone. I don't use redstone all that much. I mean, sure, yo. Okay, so here is a 4 vein right here. This is like our first 4 vein that we've seen the entire day. We have like we have like tons of diamonds. I would love to And again, because they still have reduced exposure to air, it's either best to go swimming or just dig. It's not good to just go look for them in the caves. Like, you'll find some, but you won't find many. Although, since Deep Slate has similar blast resistance to TNT as stone does... Oh, there's another diamond down there. Yeah, and bedrock level is still a thing, and it's all over the place. I'm gonna see if we can find. Maybe like, let's go back into the main area. Let's go back into one of these areas. Yeah, I think we were in this area before, but it just looks so beautiful just to go around and see this kind of stuff. And the thing is that now emeralds will be even more common at the top of the world, which is annoying because even though the mountains haven't been added on Java, they have been added on Bedrock. I don't play Bedrock, so I didn't do a video on that snapshot, on the Bedrock snapshot. Again, there's more diamonds right there. Oh, and there's diamonds within the tuff. I personally think that if they're gonna do this, like if they're gonna add deep slate variants to ores, what I want you to do, Mojang, I want you to make tough variants of ores. I want you to make andesite variants. I want you to make granite variants. I want you to make diorite variants as bad as they would look. That is what I want you to do. Because I would love to see this. And I've had a lot of times where, speaking of emerald ore, is now that they're, can generate all the way to the top of the world, and the higher up, actually, they're more likely to spawn. Now, because of that, Oh, hey, another 4 vein. So these types of 4 veins are going to be much rare, but they can still happen. And nothing more than a 4 vein will ever happen again. Look, another 4 vein. I was going to be like, wait, is this a 5 vein? No, it's a 4 vein. I know there's a command that allows me to just do this around my character. I forgot how to do it. So I'm constantly typing it into the... And here's water. You see, these little water pools, they generate with the deep slate correctly, but the lava pools for some reason don't. And I want you to fix that, Mo-Yang, as well. I want you to fix that. There's also been a lot of lighting errors and chunk errors. The lighting errors like tend to pop up when it's like been night for a while, and certain like areas don't properly turn to day again. In fact, mobs won't even burn when they're in there. And they can only be fixed by relogging. There's also chunk errors. Like, new chunk errors. They're back, yeah. And it was because of a chunk error that I actually found a couple diamonds hidden in some tuff. Like, see, if I were to break this tuff open. Like, I'm actually gonna, hold on, if I'm gonna do, let me just turn it to a hashtag base stone overworld. I'm gonna try this, hashtag base stone overworld. So now this will be able to get rid of, tough and deep slate. Like, if I stand here, like, the tough disappears as well. Now let me change it to Lush ground replaceable, because I want to keep doing this. I really want to keep doing this. Lush ground replaceable. This will also get rid of clay, and oh, there's some diamonds. Yo. And there's some more diamonds. No, I want you to... Thank you. Thank you, game, for showing me just another mediocre 3 vein. Because I just wanted to just make sure that this is the kind of stuff that you're going to be seeing in your world now. I unfortunately don't think fossils can spawn in these biomes. There are 4 spiders. But I'm actually gonna go. Let me go back out here. Let me go in here. Yeah, this is a much better place to end the video off. That is going to be it for today's episode, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.